I actually already filmed this fucking video. But I put it into my computer and I realized I never looked uglier. I think sometimes, because a lot of times I film my videos when I come home from work and I like to hit my pen a lot when I come home so I can sleep. So I feel like I just constantly am always looking rough and stoned. My battery's gonna die. The video might be overexposed, my eye patches might be falling off my motherfucking eyes, and you might be hearing the fan. But hi, hello, everything is unhinged in this video just like me. I'm drinking my tea. Some sort of a lavender tea today. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the most dysfunctional yet thriving channel on the internet. My name is John, and if you're new to me, I love to help the misfits of creations, the sluts, the icons, the future celebrities remember that they are so worthy of the creative dream life that they know that they're here to live. And if this video is a little bit monotoned, it's because I'm filming at 6 a.m. and everyone is still sleeping. Like I said, I had to refilm this video because I looked so ugly. This is a one-man show. I'm manifesting a boyfriend so he can like play with the camera settings as I sit down and film. In this video, I want to talk about how icons shift their self-concept, okay? So you're no longer going around feeling like a loser, feeling not chosen, feeling less than, feeling small. Like, no more of that. You are now feeling like the most iconic, orgasmic version of you. So sit down, take notes, grab a notebook, grab a pen, grab a highlighter, and get to writing, because this class is now in session. The first thing I want to say is that we need to stop identifying with the struggle bus, with the constant struggling. And I realize that I've done this too, just through my own healing journey, meditating, shadow work, all that stuff, just becoming aware of the thoughts and feelings and why I've been feeling those things. And it's because basically I grew up in a single parent household, constantly seeing my mother overworking just to make ends meet. And obviously the thoughts she would instill due to her own experience and story, like you have to work for what you want, things don't come easy, money doesn't come easy. If you grew up in a single parent household, then you totally understand. But you know, especially if you grew up not with the easiest circumstances, whether you were bouncing around or maybe you were in the system, maybe you were homeless, maybe you grew up in a single parent household, I want you to look at that instead of a challenge that was meant to destroy you. Instead, shift your perspective and look at it as something that was meant to make you stronger. Now you have the drive to want better for your future, for yourself, and for your future family. So I had to start training my mind. I had to go around saying virality and success comes easily to me. Manifesting my most creative dreams comes easily to me. Life is on easy mode. My life is full of magic. I get what I want effortless and easily. And you know, you just gotta start playing with the story, okay? And this is why meditation is really helpful and important, because it helps you become the observer of your thoughts. So by doing this over time, you are able to kind of see what you're thinking, why you think certain things without judgment, and then you'll be able to switch the thought, right? Plain blank period. Stop identifying with the I'm broke, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, and let's change that into a more powerful, empowering story. I'm beautiful, and get extra with it, get sassy with it, get creative with it. I'm the most sexiest person God has ever created. Like, I have the best personality. I was built for reality TV. Like, people cannot stop watching me. Like, I am the best at everything I choose to do. My dream life is unfolding so quickly, so effortlessly, so magically. It's kind of scary. It's kind of shocking, right? Whenever you get a negative thought, don't judge it, but just switch it. Switch into the more empowering story about that thought, about that thing, right? If you want love, instead of being like, oh, I'm too ugly for love, or whatever specific thoughts you're thinking, start saying, oh my God, like my person is so lucky to love someone as magical and as full of life as me. I am so excited to see how my soulmate matches my beautiful energy. Everyone is coming up to me trying to shoot their shot and date me, because everyone is recognizing how much of a prize I am, how much of a king I am, how much of a queen I am. Drop the old story and start repeating the more empowering story. Number 2, this kind of goes along with the first one, and that is scripting and speaking life over your life. So scripting, I love to script every morning. The way that I approach scripting is different each morning. Sometimes I write down a day in the life of my dream life, but as if I'm already living it, present moment. Sometimes I'll script an affirmation over again. Sometimes I'll script several affirmations. Sometimes I'll like rampage, but on paper. Sometimes I'll write down my goals. Sometimes I'll do this more than once a day. I don't really place a lot of rules on my routines, and when it comes to healing and manifesting my dream life, I do what I want, when I want, how I want it, how I want to. I'm sorry that this video is really boring. It's just I'm filming this mad early in the morning, so I can't really be screaming and stuff like that. So you can either choose to write down your goals every single day in the like as if you already have them right now. You can write out a dream day in the life, but as if you are living it right now. You can write down a bunch of affirmations, whatever. But also do this with speaking life over your life, okay? So no longer hanging around people who are constantly maybe gossiping about people, putting other people down. No more hanging around people that are like, oh, I'm so broke, I'm so this, I'm so that. You don't want that to be like infected into your psyche, into your mind. No longer saying again to yourself out loud that you're ugly, you're broke, you can't afford things. Instead, again, change it. I'm so beautiful, I'm so rich. You gotta watch what you say out loud, okay? Start speaking what you want out loud. Start declaring it. But again, the present tense. Like, there's moments, basically, whenever I'm alone, I will, like, speak to myself out loud, right? I will rampage out loud, whatever you want to call it, while I'm watching TV. Like, whatever I'm doing, if I'm by myself, because obviously I don't want to look psycho and crazy, I will speak life over my life. Like, oh my God, all my videos are going viral and making people laugh and helping them at the same time. I'm so grateful I get the opportunity to spoil my friends and family while being a full-time creative. I'm so happy and so grateful that I'm living the most amazing orgasmic life ever, and life just feels so good. I'm so grateful that I'm fit and I'm healthy and I'm muscular and I'm sexy. Like, I'll just like speak to myself whenever I'm alone, no matter what I'm doing, because to me, I think speaking it and writing it down, it's like it declares it. It makes it more real. The next thing that icons do in order to change their self-concept is, I want to say, like, being persistent with your thoughts and your feelings and your actions, even when it looks like the world has not caught up yet, okay? Like, of course, feel your feelings. Like, there's times when I'll literally cry about how ugly I am, but like, in my mind, I'm still saying, like, it's okay, John Anthony, you're still worthy of love. Like, this feeling is gonna pass. Like, you have more than enough money to like Uber wherever you want and the gym every single day. Like, you're good. Like, this is just a temporary feeling. Like, when I'm crying, I try to calm myself down with more gentle compassion and love instead of like strict robotic affirming. I'll kind of like talk to myself internally as if like I'm talking to like my younger child, but I'm still telling myself the more empowering story. Just my approach is a little bit different, right? I also have discipline in doing the routines that make me feel happy and safe. So the nervous system regulation, I'm a really persistent in because it helps my body feel safe. You guys know that old me was bullied, and basically old me just feared the world. So I really do love staying on top of my nervous system regulation. Again, it calms my anxiety, makes me feel safe, and it makes me feel happy, especially the more spiritual practices, because I am a spiritual person. So the breath work, the Kundalini yoga, the yin yoga, the gentle walks in nature, the hiking, being outside in general, where I can just hear nature, hear the birds. Obviously staying disciplined with working out and my fitness, because my future self, my most iconic self, he's fit. Him and his husband like to go on workout dates, make pre-workout together, build together, hike together. So obviously I like to do those things, and I stay disciplined with doing those things because it keeps me locked into the version of me that I imagine in my head. Same thing with my creative passions. My dream is to be a full-time creative and then learn how to create music. So I got to do what nourishes the soul. I got to create. I got to learn how to produce. I got to learn how to write. I got to learn how to better my skills in the sense of content creation and music and singing. And I also stay persistent with my thoughts, right? So throughout the days, I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful I get to be a full-time inspiration to people. I get to make people laugh. I'm so happy and so grateful that I get to do what I love. And I'm so happy and so grateful that I'm surrounded by love. And I'm so happy and so grateful I have a community that loves each other, that supports each other. And I just go off, I just go off. So icons are really persistent when it comes to reprogramming themselves. Icons are persistent when it comes to making the body feel safe. The icons are persistent in their healing modalities that make them feel happy and make them feel like the most iconic version of themselves. Also, icons are persistent in choosing how they get to feel. Remember, happiness and feeling good and feeling love, it's a choice. It doesn't come from outside circumstances or validation or people. Of course, it might be harder for someone to choose to feel happy, especially if you've been traumatized or heartbroken all your life. But that's when the nervous system regulation comes in, because it will help your body feel safe and help you move on from doing those things, from those. Oh, it's fine. I guess it's time for them to come off. It will help your body feel safe. Sorry, my nightstand's a little chaotic as well. The next thing is icons don't really get hung up on doubt. The doubt will be there, of course. Like Ariana probably still gets nervous. Sabrina Carpenter probably still gets nervous, but they don't really pay attention to it. They built up the skill set and they have the confidence through repeated inspired action to not let the doubt consume them. Icons treat doubt more like background noise, again, because you know your worth. You know that anything is possible. You know that any sort of negative thought is just residual from any sort of past experiences that you might have picked up from other people, their limiting beliefs, their circumstances. You start to realize that it's not you, it's not who you are, so you don't really pay attention to it. I have this mindset where I came from a source of unconditional love, so any thought that is negative or insecure or low vibrational, whatever, is not really from me, it's from other people. It's not really who I am. So don't get discouraged by doubt. Just don't obsess over it. Don't beat yourself up. Treat it as background noise. And again, meditation is going to help you, because when you'll learn to just observe your thoughts and not judge them. You'll allow your thoughts to pass without judging yourself for thinking negative or limiting thoughts. The next thing is you have to move like that version of you. Move like that version of you. Walk, breathe, blink, drink, eat, think, feel like that version of you that's already a celebrity, that's already a full-time artist, that is already winning the VMAs, the Grammys, the Oscars, the Tonys, the Emmys. Move as that version of you, that successful 7-figure business owner. Move as that version of you that is TikTok, Instagram's new it boy, new it girl. Move, feel, think, act like that version of you. When you get stared at in public, you're no longer getting stared at because you feel ugly. Oh, they're staring at me because I'm ugly. No, they're staring at you because you're rich, because you're iconic, because they follow you online, because your aura screams, I'm someone worth getting to know. I'm filming in my bed right now because there's a version of me out there that feels like he can just turn on the camera and record wherever and whenever he feels inspired, and people are going to resonate with that. You can't manifest big things moving like a loser. It just is what it is. The next thing is you need to revise your past, okay? Especially if you were bullied, traumatized, heartbroken, whatever. Start using the framework. I've always been treated like royalty. I've always been told that I was so talented, so beautiful, so I've always been told there was something about me. I've always been told that I could be a star. I was always told that. I was always like the popular kid in school. Like I was always the class clown. Like, start changing your past for the better. This will also help you with your self-concept because you will no longer identify with the version of you that was bullied, that was heartbroken, that was ugly. We are getting rid of those thoughts and those memories. The past doesn't exist anymore. The only way the past exists is in our body through the emotions and the thoughts. So change the thoughts, change the emotions. I'm sorry. Fuck your past, move on, let it go. The last thing is, again, icons have systems in place that make them feel iconic. If you want to go outside and hug a tree, go hug a tree. Drive around that dream neighborhood. I need to get back into going into the city every weekend because that's where I thrive. That's where I want to live. That's where I want to have an apartment. That's where I feel the most creatively turned on. So go spend time in those neighborhoods. Go spend time in the environments that light you up. Okay, that make you feel erotic for life, that make you feel like you want to just come with enjoyment. Again, it's staying locked into the gym, okay? It's staying locked into your talents and your passions, and it's staying locked in to your meditations, your breath work. It's staying locked into all of the rituals and routines and habits that make you feel like this person. Because when you do this every single day, when you show up as that version of you every single day, even when you don't believe it, it becomes habitual, meaning it becomes who you are on autopilot, meaning it just is who you are. You don't have to think about it anymore. It's your new state, it's your new identity, it's locked in. So these rituals and routines are so important. Go drive around that dream neighborhood. Like me, I'm getting back into going into the city every weekend because that's where I feel creatively turned on, creatively inspired. Start posting the content, start posting your music. Like I always say, start going on those goddamn auditions. And don't stop posting, don't stop showing the world your talents and your gifts. You keep fucking gaslighting the world with your presence until the world starts to see that you're a star, that you're an actual motherfucking star. So, perfect timing. My battery's blinking red. But I love you guys so much. And remember that you are truly iconic and you can manifest anything. I love you. And like I always say, if anyone ever gives you shit for being who you are, tell them I will kick their ass.